Hello everyone, this is Stellaphilia. As you can see, hello, Stellaphilia right here. And I am beginning my Let's Play of the Black Watchmen. Now the Black Watchmen is a game in which you get to pretend to be kind of a secret agent type thing, working in an organization that examines a lot of stuff about like the occult, the unexplained, and all sorts of fun stuff like that. Now, as you can see, I have already completed a few missions here, but the video that I recorded did not turn out to have sound because I did not properly test everything before I got started, so this is attempt number 2. However, I am also a little wiser to some hidden information within the game, so we should be able to unlock everything together instead of me going back and wondering what I missed. Now, a couple things about the Black Watchmen. One of the big hypes about it was the clearance levels. Now, I'm playing on clearance level red, no action required. This is the lowest clearance level. All you have to do is basically have the game in your hot little hands. And you can play whatever you'd like just through the little system here. Now, our next level is orange, and this is for when they're running live campaigns, which they are not currently doing right now, but I have heard something to the effect of campaign number 3 eventually happening at some point. And you would be able to put in your phone number. Dispatch does not require your updated phone number or address right now. You can get voicemails and texts. At orange level, you can get actual packages. And green level requires you to sign a personal injury waiver and submit a full medical exam. Considering I am currently actually recovering from stage 4 cancer, I really don't think green level is for me, and black they won't even tell you about, so I don't even want to know. I think the furthest I would go is yellow. Anyway, it doesn't really matter now, because right now the only thing they're running is red. Interactions with red level agents take place through the mission hub and by email, and that is literally it. So, we're going to start with Season 1, and I am going to play the first 3 missions in this first video, just because they really are that simple. And as you can see, I've completed all 3 of them. They are the training missions. They are super duper easy. Also, we have these secret puzzle pieces that we are looking for. There's one for each level of the game. And I actually looked up a hint about the overarching theme of the puzzle pieces in this first campaign. And the puzzle pieces apparently have something to do, at least in the first 3, I don't know about the others, with elements on the periodic table. So we're going to look for things that involve elements on the periodic table as we go through these 3 missions. Also, I figure I should inform everybody here, this is going to be chock full of spoilers. If you want to figure out these missions yourself, then I highly recommend that you download the game and play it yourself. This is not a spoiler-free experience. That said, if you do decide to play this game yourself, I actually highly encourage it, despite the fact that I also want you to watch me play it. It's a very fun game. It's so enjoyable. I have been having such a great time playing it. If you like research, if you like conspiracies, if you like the occult, you will love this game, and it will make you feel very smart or very dumb. So let's go ahead and jump right in with our basic training.
We at Morpho believe there is nothing more important than family. That's why we ensure all our employees follow strict breeding guidelines. Together, we can protect what matters most.
Welcome to Basic, Recruit. We need to test your skills and train you in the techniques of the Black Watchmen. Due to the covert nature of our operations, many communications between our field agents and HQ are coded or hidden within larger pockets of data. For your first task, you must learn to see messages hidden in plain sight. These are not coded transmissions, but rather messages concealed within larger amounts of information.
We can protect what matters most and guarantee improvement for posterity.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with some eugenics, apparently. Morphomedical. That is not the last you will hear of them. So, this is our basic mission screen here. We have this weird little polyhedron thing, and we've got our little mission nodes. The one with the little Achtung sign or whatever is the one that is currently active, and that one is locked until we finish the first one. Secure channel unavailable. Locate the hidden message. So over here on the left, you're going to have the little thing here that tells you what you need to do. And then to the right of it, you're going to have the pieces of evidence or whatever that you will be looking at. So let's go ahead and we're going to start off by looking at this postcard. You can click this button here and it will actually pop open your web browser, which I highly recommend. It's a lot easier to see everything in the web browser. And also, you know, that's one thing that I really want to give credit to with this game. They have called it the first permanent ARG, and it is indeed permanent. They have made it so that you could play it whenever you want to play it. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to look for our puzzle piece, because there is one for every mission. So, actually, no. You know what? Let's go ahead and spoil it first. Or, not spoil it. Solve it first. So let's take a look here and see what we've got. Greetings from Hawaii. Warm, sunny days, beautiful beaches. What a gorgeous place. I could just walk along the shore watching the waves forever. I can't imagine another spot so great. Oh, have to go. The tide is just right. Surf's up. Surf's up. Okay. So, I take it by now, looking at this, you've probably seen that there's something up with this. Don't mind me just opening up my notepad here. Anyway, so by now you should have noticed that there's underlined letters. I mean, it's really hard to miss them. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they say. T-A-R-G-E-T-L-O-C-A-T-E-D. Well, what do you know? It spells target located. What do you know? So that appears to be our answer. But before we go further, I'd like to point out, remember, we're looking for something in all of our evidence here that points to an element. So let's try Googling some stuff that we can see on this postcard other than, like, you know, the blurb here. Let's try William Lammy. Lammy, whatever. Okay, well, William over here doesn't bring up anything. Sound motion design. Oh, but what's this? August? He lives on August Street. Claude Auguste Lamy. Wow, sweet sideburns. So not only did he have amazing sideburns, but he was also a French chemist who discovered the element thallium. Really? Thallium, you say? So I wonder if, before we put in our answer here, what's going to happen if we put in the word thallium? Oh, you found an interesting piece of information. This piece will be added to your collection. I have unlocked a puzzle piece. Very interesting. But we still haven't solved the puzzle. And it's still going to want that information. So we pulled target located from those underlined letters. So not only did we get the solution here, but we also got the collectible point. So that's pretty cool. And apparently there's one of these for each mission. Not for each node, but for each mission. So that's really cool. Like, we just unlocked some super secret special info. So now that we have completed the first part of Mission 1, we can go ahead and move on to the second part. Look closer. More than one message may be hidden within a single document. And if we click this over here, it's actually blown up more than it was last time. So now we got these giant letters, but I mean, we've already kind of combed that left side, haven't we? Like, let's take a look. Go back to Mr. Amazing Sideburns over here. I think we're done with him. Here's the postcard. And here's my little Pinterest thing, sorry. I've been planning a wedding. I've been doing a lot of Pinterest lately. So there doesn't really appear to be too much over here. I mean, it's Waikiki Beach at night. Photo by Richard Allison. Hawaii Card Company, Honolulu, Oahu, Hawaii. I have been to Honolulu. It is beautiful. Oh, wait. What about over here? Over here on the stamp, it looks like we got some words. In fact, let's take a look at it in our blowy-uppy thing, our enlarger. Successful extraction. Well, all right. And we have completed mission number 1. And that's actually why I'm going to go ahead and do the first 3 missions all in one video, because the first 3 missions are incredibly easy compared to everything else. Also, we're going to try to find these little interesting puzzle pieces here, and we're going to try to put them together and see how they're working. So, let's see here. Mission 2, Training Ground.
Your loved ones deserve the best, but in the event that anything happens to them, you'll want to be prepared. We provide services to punish and torture any...
Okay. Your next training exercise involves basic codes and ciphers. You will encounter many different types of codes in the field, and you must be able to recognize and translate them quickly. The faster you can identify a code, the faster you can crack it. You will be provided with a conversion kit and an overview of code breaking.
Provide services to punish and torture anyone responsible. Accidents happen, and you need to be ready. Morpho Medical.
All right. So, let's take a look at mission number 2 here, Training Ground. We are going to learn about ciphers and codes today. And apparently about how to punish people who hurt your babies. So, voice in the ether. Receive from agent via shortwave radio. Decode the meaning. Now, one of the great things about the Black Watchmen is that it will provide the information that you need. So,
100.
oh, let's look at that again in a minute. So, over here in the Black Watchmen archive, which is something you're going to be accessing pretty regularly within the game here, if you go to the website, you'll find that there's a spot here for you to enter your call number. I'm just lazy and I copied the whole thing and I'm just going to trim it. And it'll pull up a little folder for us. A little something for us to read. Division 79 Basic Training Manual 4A. I like this over here on the left, by the way. Skin may begin to blister or disintegrate. If so, administer... Wait a minute. That's not how you spell blister. Or disintegrate. Or serum. Wait a minute. I think I may have found our next puzzle piece. Let me see. S-T-R... Do not seek medical attention from fellow agents. Close. That's contact may result in transmission of curse. Never assume a curse has been lifted. Its effects have been evaded. Be vigilant. Many curses have secondary effects. Never assume. Strom. Curse has been lifted. Its effects have been removed. Curses objects may be encountered in the field. Transportation, disposal of items, and a variety of factors. Cursed object is handled may adhere with 2 E's. The victim's skin. Removal of a limb may be necessary. If you believe you may be dealing with the exploding corpse, avoid crowded areas with 2 R's. Strictly. Strommeyer. Huh. Okay. We got a name out of this. Who the hell's Strommeyer? Well, Jeremy Strohmeyer murdered a 7-year-old student. Andrew Strohmeyer on LinkedIn. This isn't going to give us anything. And remember, our theme is apparently the periodic table, so let's try Strohmeyer chemistry. Oh ho ho, I seem to have missed a letter. Frederick Strohmeyer. Was there another E there that I didn't see? Let me take a look here. Yes, there is. There's another E there that I didn't see. So it's Strohmeyer with 2 E's there. Frederick Strohmeyer. Who's this fellow? Oh, wow. He looks really pleased with himself, doesn't he? Hello, I am Frederick Strohmeyer. I studied compounds of zinc and discovered the element cadmium. Well. Look at that. We have another puzzle piece unlocked. All right. So now that we have unlocked the secret puzzle for mission number 2, we can go ahead and actually do mission number 2. So the part of the mission handbook here that we should be paying attention to, other than exploding corpses, because that sounds pretty metal, is codes and ciphers. Code uses code words or phrases to symbolize a secondary hidden meaning. A cipher uses a substitution or scrambling of characters for other characters to conceal a message. So it looks like we're going to be dealing with ciphers and codes in this particular mission here. We have also been provided here with this website, ASCII2hex.com. So let's take a look at the website and see what kind of tools we've been provided. Oh, wow. Okay. So this thing will basically convert all kinds of crazy codes into plain English. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the recording.
105, 110, 32, 112, 111, 115, 105, 116, 105, 111, 110.
Okay. So we have just been given a bunch of random numerical gibberish. Or have we? Because if we look over here at 3.2.2, decimal codes use numbers 0 through 9. One plain text digit is represented by either a 2 or 3-bit sequence. I thought we were done with double letters. Well, whatever. So hello would look like that in decimal. And is it me? Or does that look an awful lot like those numbers we just got?
105, 110, 32, 112, 111, 115, 105, 116, 105, 111, 110.
So now it sure would seem like we have a message here in decimal. And luckily for us, we also have a place to enter some decimal. So let's see here, 105, 110, 32, 112, 111, 115, 105, 116, 105, 111, 110. Convert, and we get in position. All right. Now we've got our little collectible piece. I'm really excited about that because while I have actually played a lot of the content in this game previously, first of all, I don't remember a lot of it. And secondly, I did not go after the puzzle pieces. So this is all new for me in that regard. I also admittedly do have a cheat sheet for the puzzle pieces, but I'm trying to find them myself first. That's another thing that's great about this game. If you're stuck, you can find a lot of really subtle nudges without giving the answer away. So it can like steer you in the right direction without actually ruining it. However, I'm going to ruin it for everybody. So let's go ahead and do the second part of Mission 2. Orders from HQ, determine intercept location. And we have the code breaking again. And we have whatever the hex again. And we've got that nonsense. Vagraprig gnetrig va funatunv. All right. Amazing. So let's take a look here and see what we can figure out. First of all, why don't we see if we can figure out our secret code here. Now, I do seem to recall, I noticed in the codes and ciphers here, at least up here, I noticed there's a double T. So I'm wondering if there might be some more ciphery stuff happening here. So I'm going to just read over this real quick. No, it just looks like it's just a double T. One single double T. So, let's see here. Oh yeah, that's right, there's only one per mission, and we're on the second half of one mission, so derp. Okay. So let's take a look at this again here and look at the gibberish we're being fed. But since we dealt with a code previously, we're probably going to be dealing with a cipher now. And the very first example of a cipher we get here is a Caesar cipher. A Caesar shift, an example of a simple substitution cipher allegedly used by Julius Caesar in his private correspondence. It just shifts the letters in a message forward or backward by a specific number. Caesar shift 13 is rot 13. Now we don't have rot 13. Oh wait, we do have rot 13. Look at that, it's a 13 fleece Caesar cipher. So I'm assuming if we put our nonsense in there and convert it, we're going to get something good. Oh, we sure are. Intercept target in Shanghai. And we need to find the location, so... Another great thing to notice about this game that's kind of funny, I guess, is once you've actually put in a correct solution, it'll also show you all the other possible correct solutions if there's more than one. So that's mission 2 completed. Now we have one more training mission to go. Advanced preparation. Apply what you've learned to investigate the case of a missing antique dealer and find the culprit.
Our children are our future. We at Morpho strive to better that future every day. New innovations in medicine, logistics, and genetic manipulation help move us into a better
In the field, you must learn to examine everything closely and distinguish patterns from the background noise. For your final training session, you must uncover the culprits behind the disappearance of an antique dealer in Chicago. All the information surrounding the case cannot be found in the documents provided. You will need to research leads online and connect the dots. Prove yourself here, and you become an active agent.
Plan, enhance, and purify future generations. As with everything, nature is the best instructor.
Those videos are so Stepford, like even without the talk about eugenics and purification. It's terrifying. Alright. So let's see here. Analyze the crime scene photos and determine an occult group of interest to the antique dealer prior to his disappearance. And we also have to find our chemical key. So let's see. Looks like we've got some crime scene photos to work with. Alright, so here are our crime scene photos. Let's take a look at them all here. We've got a fancy freaking doll. Like I said, this game takes place about 2.5 years ago, April 4th of 15. But let's just pretend. So we got a fancy doll with a crown. Got a can of snowmobile oil, plate, old school iron, bottle of Grapette. Aha! What's this? JJJ dot. That sure looks like something we should pay attention to. Alright, so we got the information from this one over here. So, I mean, we got some Cuban money, a Bible open to Psalms. Bah! Well, this thing's greeting me in my nightmares. Nothing useful in this picture, it doesn't look like, other than the fact that I am going to see that in my dreams tonight, and it's going to be terrible. Let's see, we got an antique auction for St. Ferdinand Church Soup Kitchen. Oh, how nice. 1863 West Barry Avenue. Okay. And we've got this charming photo of a bunch of really distressed looking students. Check out this kid's fancy rough. That kid looks like he's like going through the desk. Is he a ghost child? Is he a ghost child? I don't know. Whatever. So it looks like really all we've gotten out of here is a lifetime of nightmare fuel and some coded info. So that's where our good friend ASCII to Hex will come in. This looks like it's a Caesar cipher, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like it's a website. www.whatever.com. And we just have to plug it in. All right, pastebin.com. What do you know? So, pastebin.com. But the thing about Pastebin is that it's like Imgur or Tiny URL. It's just kind of a generic site unless you have the information that goes with it. So that's where this part's going to come in. Now, it's not decimal, because it's got letters. But hexadecimal over here has letters. So let's go ahead and plug it in and see what we got. Alright, that looks like it could be the second half of this URL. Aha! Alright. So, let's see. Folio 13 of Cipher Manuscript, original copy, author unknown, and protective non-corrosive sheet, circa 1809. All right. Of course, the question is, what the hell is a Cipher Manuscript? So we're going to have to look that up. And as you can see, I've already looked it up, so I already know the answer. Anyway, Cipher Manuscripts, right over here. Oh, there's Cipher 13 right there. And it looks like they originated. It was used as a structure for the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, so that looks like it's going to be our answer for the occult group. However, we have yet to figure out what element we're supposed to be putting in. So, the hint that I was given was to pay attention to numbers that could be years. So let's start with 1809, because it says circa 1809 over here. So let's see here. Elements discovered in 1809. In 1809, at least 47 elements were discovered. That's just great. Okay. I don't feel like we should put in 47 of them. Mm. 1809. In 1863 was also a number we saw. We saw 1863 in this. It's 1863 West Barry Avenue. I wonder. Well, there's St. Ferdinand Church. I guess I should have expected that. Let me see here. There's got to be something. Wait a minute. Edward Middleton Barry was an English architect. That doesn't help me. 1863, Westbury Avenue, Antique Auction, Folio 13, huh? Alright, let's try... Elements of periodic tables listed by discovery year. Okay, that'll help me. We don't actually have anything for 1809. But for 1863, we have indium. And there's our puzzle piece. Indium. All right. Now to answer our actual answer here. Just as I understand it, you have to enter the puzzle piece information before you put in your final answer to the last piece of each mission. So you have to make sure you put it in before then. So the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn would be the occult group of interest to the antique dealer.
Well done, recruit. You have completed basic training and are now an active agent. You have been assigned to Division 79, the research and development arm of the Black Watchmen. There will be time to get settled in later. Right now, we need you to get to work. You will be given odd jobs at first, but as soon as something sticks, stay with it.
All right. So that is basic training all handled. And we have collected 3 out of our 25 puzzle pieces and completed 3 of our 25 missions. So looks like we're on a roll here. Next time we will start off with mission 4, resupply. A Division 79 facility requires immediate resupply. I can only assume we're going to be getting Division 79 some toner or maybe some cookies. So until then, until our coffee run for Division 79, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.